This Sunday, we start with a critical action step. It just takes 4 minutes to complete it. This is about dealing with the motherlode of our political dysfunction. So, first things first, click on the first link in the blog and read the short, clear text of the proposed 28th Amendment to the Constitution, the We the People Amendment. It's designed to stop corporate and big money control of your government. Then click the second link and send the message to your representative to co-sponsor this vitally important legislation. It was just 5 years ago, maybe you remember, when Darrell Issa, Republican of California, was the chairman of the House Oversight and Government Reform Committee, and he held hearings on the Affordable Care Act requirement to offer birth control as part of the ACA. That the hearings took place is anything but remarkable. What is noteworthy is that Issa refused to call any women as witnesses, not one. And no, Sandra Fluke did not testify for Issa's committee. He refused her. This at the same time Rush Limbaugh was calling her a whore. That no women were included in discussions about birth control is outrageous for at least 3 reasons. Here you go. 1. The birth control in question is entirely that which applies to women. The ACA did not contemplate covering vasectomies. Clearly, women have standing in this discussion. 2. Because women carry most of the burden of birth control, their views offer insight that men simply cannot provide. And finally, number 3, women represent more than 50% of the American population. When you figure out why over half the citizens of the U.S. should be ignored, be sure to let me know. That's just the way today's Republicans roll, and it's continuing today in House Resolution 610, which they label as a 2-parter. First part, the Choices in Education Act of 2017. Second part, the No Hungry Kids Act. What could be bad about choices and well-fed kids? Well, it turns out that this bill is actually designed to do exactly the opposite of the claims its title suggests. So here's a more accurate moniker: the Screw the Constitution and Let the Kids Eat Crap Republican Initiative of 2017. There are 2 problems with this legislation, and the first is that choices means that this is a voucher program that will give public funds, that means your money, to private schools you just might not want to directly support. It also means that your money will go to parents who homeschool their kids too. Public money will be diverted from our public education system, the school in your neighborhood, to make these choices possible. Be clear that many of these private schools are parochial, and overwhelmingly, people who homeschool their kids do so to integrate their religion into basic education. So to sum that up, the House resolution is designed to send your money to the pockets of owners of for-profit schools and to religious institutions, while at the same time starving our public schools to death. Goodbye to public education, and goodbye to separation of church and state. The second part of House Resolution 610 removes the requirement that food being offered to kids in school be nutritious, like fruits, vegetables, and low-fat protein. Instead, the schools that your money will go to will be allowed to stuff any kind of cheap crap down our kids' throats. This should be a boon to the sugar and saturated fats industries. Really, though, kids don't make campaign contributions, so who cares about them anyway? The most egregious part of this is that President Trump, Vice President Pence, and Education Secretary Betsy DeVos held a so-called listening session with 10 representatives from the field of education. Only 2 represented public education full-time. It's the same warped thing that Darrell Issa did regarding birth control, all of which is to say that the Republican method for investigating any topic and providing solutions to our significant challenges is to decide in advance the outcome that they want and then make a sham of the entire process of education and sound decision-making, to which I say, Bohica. Bend over, here it comes again. Watch the short video, What is HR 610 and How Will It Affect Education? There's a link in the written blog. Then follow the simple instructions in the video. At stake is the Constitution and the future of our kids. They shouldn't be forced to eat crap. Metaphorically speaking, neither should you. In other news, What if the blizzard of organizations vying for your attention, action, and money could be aggregated under an umbrella that can connect you where you want to be connected and which can help your organization achieve far greater reach? And what if you want to be better informed without totally disrupting your life? Well, say goodbye to the what ifs, because if you live in the Chicago area, your solution is at hand. Come to the information-packed United for Democracy Now meeting on March 25th at 1 p.m. Get it all. There's a link to the Facebook page in the written blog. Just click the Going button so we reserve a space for you and your friends who will accompany you. There's no cost to attend the meeting, you won't be hit on for anything, and you'll have a way to get your organization way better connected. Plus, you'll walk out better informed by the wonderful presenters who will talk about an overview of what's really happening, like about small business and the ACA and more. We'll talk about healthcare. Bet you want to get a handle on what's really going on and what can be done. And finally, the tar sands oil pipeline coming soon to an Illinois near you. These things only leak sometimes. The craziness is unremitting, and as David Korn said, you can't fact-check crazy. But we can be better informed, so this is the meeting you want to attend. And you just might leave a little bit more hopeful. Wouldn't that be refreshing? By the way, I'm the MC for this meeting. Come say hello. I'll look for you. I'm Jack Altshuler.